Okay, just a quick update here. Back out in the shop working on this 79 Ford truck. Got all the wire harness removed from in here. All the ones that's left in there is just a few that had to be left, and then over here I've got all the ones going to the vintage air unit that I'm going to be hooking back up. I'm going to try to stay with the original column. I've got the turn signal switch, as you can see on this bottom side here. It's broke. Got that ordered from LMC. Supposed to be in the next few days. A couple of more things I ordered from them. I ordered new switches for the right there, the dome light for the inside, to get that to working like it should. Trying to fix all the little things like that as I go. All the wiring is removed out here. Just a open hole there where it goes through the firewall on both sides, as you can see. Getting ready to start running the new wires out here and trying to get everything positioned like it should be. Here's the dash and the wiring harness. So gonna be getting started here in just a few minutes, and I'll be updating it as I go. See y'all later. Okay guys, here we are back again. I've got some of the harness back in. Started running all to the wiper, over to the heater. The column comes up there. Hadn't got it hooked up. I did get the wiper switch, headlight, ignition switch is back in and hooked up. Got all that done. Got the ones running out to the front of the truck. So now it's time to start going through the headlight harness. Completely redid it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see much of that. I'll show you the old one back there though. These are the wires that's going to come out to the harness, to the headlights, parking lights. The way Ford had this run, they had a plug, which is this plug right here. And I have decided to keep that. The harness that Speedway has new headlight plugs, so you can replace these. And I'm putting those new ones on with the new connector ends there. So it'll all be new except for the wire. Kept this plug for the reason of I will have to, if I ever had to pull the front cap off, I would have to cut the wires or go all the way to the headlights. This way I can unplug it like the factory did. And you can see what kind of mess where it's been spliced together and all that. Going to take all that stuff out, put new wire, put new ends on it, make that look a lot better. And I'll put some pictures on of that once it's done. Over there is the old harness, using the plugs, as many of the plugs off there as I can. Soldering all the ends together where I'm having to make splices, using heat shrink on that, so we won't have any problems there. But it's coming along pretty good. I'll be posting some more as I go along. I'm new at this, so y'all bear with me. I think the more I do, maybe the more I will learn to do, and learn to do it better. So maybe it'll be a little more interesting and not so just plain. So I'll be talking with y'all later. Hey, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to give a quick update on where I'm at with this thing. I know it doesn't look like it, but made some headway with it. As you can see on this plug here, I'm trying to stay with the factory column. So I ordered some of those pins, and that was a job to figure that out. But what I'll do now is remove all of these old pins from this plug here and put the new ones in, and then I stay with my new old steering column that come in the truck. I don't have to change that. I've got a new turn signal switch. It's all wired up, hooked up. Finally got it figured out today and got it working. Problem I'm having now is with the dome light. I can get it to work with this switch, and then I can't get it to work with this switch. So I know it's just some simple something that I'm overlooking on it, but I'll get that figured out. And wanted to show you got the headlights all run with the new wires. I'm just kind of laying everything out now to make sure that everything is going to reach and is no more wires that's going to be added. And then after that, I'll fasten them all up and wrap them up. I wanted to show you the tape that I'm using. I saw somebody online using this. It's called Tessa. It's kind of a cloth type tape, and let me tell you, that's good stuff right there. Once you put it on, you cut it off. You can't get it off any other way. It's pretty tough, but it's a mess right now. But we'll continue to work on it, and I'll be doing some updates. But I just wanted to give a quick one today and mention these pins that you can find here. You can order these pins and get the correct one. You got to have a set of pliers like this to crimp them on with. Get extras if you do it, because if you're like me, you're going to damage several and until you learn how to do it. So that's all for today. I'll be checking back in. Okay, welcome back to the channel. Wanted to update just a little bit this afternoon before closing up shop. It's almost Christmas, just a few more days, and had a little time to get out here and work today, so I wanted to show you the progress. So here we go. You notice I got the heater controls mounted. The switch for the front and rear tank is there beside it. Added that. I reversed where the radio is usually on the bottom and the heater controls on the top. So I switched that around, put the heater controls on the bottom, gonna put the radio on top. I think it'll work just real good. The size is just almost perfect for these little aftermarket radios. Got everything on the back of it wired up today. As you can see, looks like a mess, and but actually it's not. I'll have three main wires to hook up here. I've got the positive, the ground, and the one for the light there will do for all the lights, and then they all loop together in that harness. All I'll have to do is hook up each individual gauge there to have that. This is where the switch, where the wiring harness plugs in for the tank switch, and then naturally that is the heater. Got most everything tied up in here, getting it down to where it's manageable. All of these are kind of tied up out of the way and shouldn't be able to get into anything there. This is the harness that plugs in for the tanks, the two tanks, and this is the radio wires, and this is the positive for the heater control. Got the ignition switch back in it, and put a don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not. I put a switch on under here, right there. That is my clutch switch. On these Cummins, if you've ever dealt with them, they start pretty quick, especially these with the small VE pump on them. And so I put that on there. As you can see, it goes down and breaks the contact, or makes it have a contact there. It's naturally open, normally open, and then it won't start until the clutch is all the way down. So got that all hooked up today, and that's pretty much it for now. Haven't been able to get to work on it as much as I want to, but we'll be finishing up here for too much longer, and I'll try to put all these videos together, and we'll see if anybody's got any